All right, welcome back, True Singer. I said I might do another one of these videos. Advice for first-time parents from a first-time parent. And again, we got a little baby girl who's going to turn 4 months old in a little more than a week. And like I said, I did a video similar to this last week. And as soon as I ended that video, I thought of some things that I should have definitely said. If you're expecting a child and you're wondering what items you should definitely have, these are my tips. And there's one item I got that I wish I would have got sooner. First of all, for the wife, and actually the pillow can be used in all kinds of different ways. A breastfeeding pillow is super essential. It'll probably be the most used item you have for your child. And again, it's the type of thing you strap around your waist, and of course your wife would wear it while she's breastfeeding. But I found it super helpful because my child likes to be held all the time. Seemingly for her to sleep, she has to have some kind of human contact or just be on that pillow. And I work a lot from home. She's getting too big for it now. Our child, for whatever reason, is super gigantic. She's in the 90-something percentile for height right now, but I got to imagine she's going to slow down because her mama's 5 foot nothing. But when she was first born and for the first couple months, I would have the breastfeeding pillow on, and while I was working at my desk, I would just have her resting on the pillow in front of me, and I'd usually keep a hand close by. And you definitely want to keep a hand close by because babies, they tend to jerk. And if they jerk too hard, they could definitely fall off, and you obviously don't want that. Nobody wants to drop their baby, but it's just, it has all kinds of utility, the breastfeeding pillow. We kind of use it as a chair too, just when we feed from the bottle. Sometimes we'll just put the breastfeeding pillow down next to us, and the baby's back will sit against the back side of the pillow and keeps them upright. It just has all kinds of utility. The baby likes to sleep on the pillow. So yeah, I'd say that's the first thing you got to get is the breastfeeding pillow. The second thing is, if you live in a cold environment like we do, we live in Washington State, which in the winter times, part of town we live in, or part of the state we live in, is pretty cold. I'd recommend getting a wiper warmer. Now, somebody just let me know that there is a way to train your baby to use the bathroom as soon as they're born, and they don't even need to wear diapers. If you want to look into that would save you a lot of money. We have not figured that out, but somebody just sent me an email and a book to read on that. I find that very interesting. I'd never heard that before. But if you do plan on using diapers and wipes, the wet, cold wipes, some babies really don't like it. Our little girl was very opposed to the cold wipes. It would always make her cry. And we got the wiper warmer, and all of a sudden, just like that, she enjoyed getting her diaper changes. And again, about a $30 accessory, a little bit of a luxury. You keep the wipes in there, it keeps them moist, but it has them warm, and then no more crying baby. So to us, that was worth it. Also, something you want to get. You can use a standard nail file, but it can be tough on your baby. Your baby's nails will likely grow very quickly, and they get sharp and pointy, and with the baby's hands and arms flailing all over the place, it's easier for them to scratch their face. So you can buy it on Amazon, or I bet they even sell it at your big box store near your house. I think we spent about $15 on it. But it's a nail file meant just for babies. It has a little spinning head that you can charge with a USB-C. And whenever the baby is asleep, with that tool, at least for us, it's really easy to file the nails. And it is good about staying on their nails because they do get sharp fast. And again, if you never had a little one before, their arms and legs are always going all over, and they will scratch their face, which is also why you probably want to have some mittens and a few little sets of mittens, especially for their first month or so where their arms are really active and they don't have great control. Just keep their hands in little mittens too, so as an extra precaution, so they're not getting scratches all over their face. And like I said last time, if you see that your baby's face is breaking out in rashes, that just means you need to keep the skin clean. It's just from their saliva. And obviously if they scratch their face, it can cause a little rash too. But their skin heals up really fast. So if they do scratch their face, fear not, it'll probably be gone by tomorrow. But yeah, little mittens and that little nail file. We were trying to file with a regular nail file, but we found that difficult. The little tool with the spinning head, it makes quick work of it, and our little girl will sleep right through it. It doesn't even wake her up. So we just found that's the perfect combination while sleeping with the little tool. Somebody asked about cloth diapers in the last video I did. Cloth diapers, again, better for the environment, better for your pocketbook, but a lot more work because you're cleaning. My sister, where we live, is in a small town in the middle of nowhere in central Washington. My sister, she lives in Portland, Oregon, larger city. What she had, and you can look at if this exists in your area, she had a cloth diaper service. So every week they come by and they pick up the dirty diapers and drop you off with a set for the week of clean ones. That's not too expensive, and that's another thing to look into. Yeah, because I mean, you realize, like, you go through all these diapers every day, you almost feel guilty about it. You're like, this is a lot of garbage. All the babies in the world creating all these diapers. Our ancestors weren't doing it this way, and yeah, I think if we have another little one, or I guess we can even start now. I might look more into the cloth diaper route myself, because I do have a little bit of guilt filling up the garbage can with all these little diapers. But yeah, if you're in a larger town, you could look into the cloth diaper recycling service, because those do exist. The item I wish I would have got for our child sooner is the baby bouncer. And I'm not exactly sure what the recommended age is to start with the baby bouncer, but I think my guess is probably when your child's about 2 months, it's probably when it would be appropriate. The one we have has 3 different settings: a rest setting, a setting in the middle, and more of an upright setting. And the upright setting's definitely for an older child, but I feel like the rest setting could be used for a younger child. And the reason it's so great is it's just very comfortable for the baby. My little girl hates to be stationary. She likes to constantly be moving. So like even when you're holding her, she doesn't want you to sit. She wants you to be walking around, or at least rocking back and forth or dancing around. If she's in the car and she's in the baby seat, she gets fussy if we come to a red light or a stop sign. She wants to be moving at all times. The first thing that finally makes it seem like she's happy just being stationary is being in this baby bouncer. So it to me, it's like a miracle worker. And we just got it recently. Like I said, she's almost 4 months old. She started using it right about when she turned 3 months, but I know she could have started it sooner, but she just loves it. And there are different brands of baby bouncers. The Born brand, BJORN, they charge a pretty penny for those, and that honestly is what we got because somebody recommended it and said that it lasts very long time. They said they've used it through 4 different children. I don't know if other ones are as durable, but Sweet Lady wants to have 3 children, and we're on our first. So based on that advice, I was like, God, this thing does cost a lot. I mean, they charge $200 for the thing. And when you look at it, it doesn't seem like it's worth $200. But as comfortable as she is, as much as she likes it, and if it does last forever through all of our children, I'm sure it'll be more than worth it in the long run. But yeah, if you have a child like ours that doesn't want to be stationary, you might find the same thing, that all of a sudden they are at peace in the baby bouncer. So yeah, I can't recommend that enough. And if you're not planning on having multiple children, and you just need one, there are comparable brands that sell for a fraction of the price. And again, I haven't tried those out, but it's possible that they are just as good. And I think the Born brand that charges upwards of $200 I think they're kind of also going off name recognition, because if I'm not mistaken, they are who invented this model of baby bouncer. But yeah, our daughter just loves it. And here's the other thing. It might sound bad, but like if you're busy, right, and you don't want to be neglectful of your child, the nice thing about the bouncer is, like when I'm working at my desk now, she doesn't fit in my lap in the mat anymore where she can sleep. But the bouncer, the way it's designed is, if you have it down by your feet, the bottom part of the bouncer, you can, press it down like it's a pedal, and then the baby's rocking and having a good time. So I can be doing my work these days, and then with my left foot, I got her off to my side on the desk. I'm rocking the baby bouncer, and she's just giggling and smiling and having a good time. And it's you can also, of course, you can do it with your hand too. It's more fun like that. She loves it when I get down there with her and I'm close to her and I'm interacting with her and I'm talking to her. She's just having the greatest time. So babies do love the baby bouncer. It's a must. And like I said, I wish I would have got it sooner to see if I'm guessing she would have been just as comfortable and having just as good of a time had we started a month or so earlier. And by the way, just in terms of development, our child was born late November 16th. It was almost November 17th when they were born. So they were barely born on the 16th. And the first time I noticed her starting to smile was just before the new year, maybe in a few days before the new year, just a little smile here and there. By the time she was 2 months old, she was smiling all the time. So, and it's so fun once they learn to smile all the time. You can just see how happy they are. They really are bundles of joy. But hold on, let me think what else I meant to say for accessories. Again, breastfeeding pillow, a definite must. If you live in a warm climate, you probably don't need the wipe warmer. And I'm guessing if your baby's born in the summer, probably don't need the wipe warmer. But if you do find that your baby doesn't like the cold touch of the wipe and they're crying, like I said, our child went from hating cleaning time to enjoying it. And you can tell that they enjoyed it as soon as we got the warm wipe. So again, we're in a cold place and it's the winter time. But that could be a climate in season type of thing. Again, the nail file, if you look, baby nail file, you'll see it online. It's not expensive and it has a little spinning head. You can always try too with a standard file. It might work on your child, but our little girl didn't like that so much. For whatever reason, that spinny toy, when she's sleeping, she sleeps right through it and it works like a charm. And trust me, you do want to keep their nails filed, because otherwise they are going to be scratching their face, unless you got mittens on their hands at all times. You definitely want some kind of designated area for a changing station. Always look for sales. We got a really good deal on a crib / play area / changing station. It's all interchangeable and it's easy to mix it all around. Let me think. I know as soon as I end this video, I'm gonna think of a few other things. But yeah, also just a lot of stuff that's for sale you probably don't need. Pacifier. They say Nook is the brand to get. They're a classic brand. Our little girl's interesting. She liked her pacifier for the first month, and then after she was about 1 month old, she hasn't wanted a pacifier at all. She's just not having it with the pacifier. I know something you need. Probably, unless you're just going to breastfeed all the time. You'll need a bottle warmer. And one morning I got up totally exhausted. Bottle warmer, if you never use one, it'll give you instructions. You're supposed to have a little bit of water in the bottom because it creates the mist, the moist, warm air that heats up the bottle. One morning, because you put water in each time, I just was out of it from not sleeping, and I started the bottle warmer without any water, and about 2 minutes later, there was like horrible toxic smoke in the air. It's like, oh my God, I destroyed our first bottle warmer. Don't do that. That was bad. But yeah, again, a lot of babies aren't going to drink cold refrigerated milk, so the bottle warmer is unessential, and those go for about $30 too. And yeah, probably you might want a little station next to your sink to just hold all your bottles and lids. Just keep them so they can all air dry. And I think that's really it. I mean, there might be one other thing I forgot, but I think if you have those things, you'll have all your bases covered. So, all right. And with that said, I am home, and I hope first-time parent finds this video helpful. And for anyone who might have a child someday, you can always come back to this video. All right, Truth Seeker, thanks again, and until next time.